welcome to the Toon Goons, the podcast in which we take an adult and critical perspective into the world of cartoons and animation and analyze how they affect the pop cultural landscape at large. I'm one of your hosts, Nikki.
I'm Nina.
And I'm upset that every fictional MMO is a million times better than everyone that currently exists. Also Tooch.
This week, we are talking about the Digimon Movie 2, aka Summer Wars. Even the director's like, yeah, I just did it better again. I
came up with a good idea for it. I wanted to do more, and they were like, no.
I'm going to keep making this movie.
I'm going to make my own Digimon.
I thought he did a good job.
He did a great job.
Yeah,
no,
this is amazing.
It's a good
I love
movie.
It.
It's just fundamentally the same movie, but better.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sometimes you need to take...
I felt there was... I was surprised at the differences.
There was a lot of differences, I found.
Yeah.
But we'll take that.
I am not going to sit here and pretend that I remember anything significant about the Digimon movie. I saw it
And I'm not going to pretend I don't.
I saw it once in theaters when it first dropped in the United States, and it's like a blur. I know there was a rabbit Digimon. Okay, I'm not going to... This one I will admit.
I don't even remember so much that I don't even remember if I watched it or not.
I've watched it, annually for the past 3 years.
I mean, the soundtrack was fun. I remember that part.
Now, that we have talked about. We have
to watch that. I don't care if we do an episode on it. If we're ever together, I'm like, we're watching the Digimon movie right now.
No, I would definitely revisit the Digimon movie. Let's get into news before we get into the movie. So what do we got for news, Nina?
Well, we've got a lot of stuff going on, but I think the biggest story for me, in my heart, is that our bestest bud, Ian J.Q., has left Adventure... he's left Adventure Time a long time ago. He's left Steven Universe.
Yeah.
It's bittersweet, luckily.
Yeah. I mean, his tweets are, "Today was my final day working on hashtag Steven Universe. I'm gonna miss that talented crew so much. But I'm ready to move on to, well, other things. There's a lot of episodes I worked on coming through the pipeline, though. My presence will be felt, don't worry." And then today he tweeted that something really cool happened today, but he's not allowed to talk about it.
Ooh.
Which probably means that he has his own show.
Oh, man. I wonder if it's his pilot. I hope it's his pilot.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big speculation. Obviously he can't talk about it because it's the entertainment industry. We'll find out when we can find out. If he finished his last day working on it today, or this week.
It was yesterday.
Yeah. If it was, this week, the first week of June, then we're going to see shit he's done for at least another year. Because it's animation.
It's animation and it's Steven Universe.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know exactly how long the process is for Steven U. I know the average for these things is 9 months.
Yeah.
So it's probably...
Because they're babies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Every cartoon is a precious baby.
Aww. So cute. If we ever make t-shirts, that should be one of our t-shirts.
Yeah, that... Eat the Boomers in a very stark font.
Eat the Boomers has nothing to do with cartoons and animation.
But
it's the worst kind of marketing.
But it's ours.
I suppose.
That's why you have a line of t-shirts.
Yeah.
Anyway. So yeah. It's kind of sad. I wonder who's going to be taking his place. I wonder who's going to be bumped up in the office, and if we get to know who this person is and what their deal is, because I'm kind of excited to learn about a new cool person.
Maybe they'll be at MagFest with Rebecca Sugar.
Maybe. Because she can't do everything by herself.
She's so little.
And being a showrunner is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Penn Ward was like, I can't do it anymore.
I don't feel like it. I'm going home.
Even he created Bravest Warriors, it's I've done all I'm gonna do.
It's I'm
not even doing any fucking voices.
You guys do this.
Send me a check.
Came up with it. Then okay, bye. Okay, bye. I'm gonna tweet napkin doodles of butts. And probably Garfield.
And
Garfield butts.
I'm gonna make two different.
Now you're thinking.
I'm gonna make two different napkin comics about some lady with a bagel in her mouth that I saw in a car that like deeply affected my entire day.
Honestly, that's the best content on Twitter is cartoonists just shit doodles.
Did you see that comic?
No.
Probably, but it's just that everything he draws is so weird and out there that there's nothing that'll stick to my brain, so I never remember it 5 minutes after.
I mean, obviously from us to him, good luck to Ian JQ. He doesn't need it. He's got something lined up, but like, hope he continues to
but we believe in
crush
him.
It.
Yeah, we believe in him. We're really excited to see what you do next. We wish you the best of luck in your project, and we hope that everybody loves it.
Yeah, and I also have enough faith in every other person working on Steven Universe to think that, like, they're not going to have any problem continuing to deliver grade A top-notch content for as many seasons as they're given. Because, like, those people are all geniuses.
Yeah.
And
he's definitely done his role in, like, making sure everybody knows what they need to be doing. So everybody's already got it. Like, I feel like they know what they're doing. They don't maybe need his guidance anymore. I don't know. They can, like, training wheels are coming off.
Taught you everything I can teach you, bros and brodettes, or however he talks. And then he just kind of fades away.
And you're not sure he was ever truly real. I mean,
he
like,
was a shared hallucination.
I saw him in the flesh at MagFest, but I was also really tired the whole time.
Yeah, I saw him too, but I was sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could just been a fever dream. I don't know.
Right, we got some other adventure. Jesus balls. We got some other Steven Universe news.
Yes.
Is it all because we just watched Adventure?
Yeah, it's because I just watched
it.
It's still in my brain. I was talking to a friend about it. Anyway, so yeah, we've got some more Steven news. We've got the episode titles and descriptions for all of the Steven Bomb.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so first one coming up June 15th is coming.
And actually, before you start, I actually think that we saw these titles and descriptions earlier, but we didn't know that this is what Steven Bomb was. Because like Connie the Sword Fighter, I distinctly remember talking about that.
Okay.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Okay. Well.
But anyway,
Connie the episode 1.
That's not what it's called, friend.
Oh.
But yeah, there you go. Yeah. So June 15th, we've got a Sworn to the Sword, which is essentially Connie the Sword Fighter, where Pearl is training Connie to be a sword fighter. Sounds awesome.
Sounds like the best.
Yeah, because she already's got mad skills with her tennis racket. She can already do it. She was better than Steven. They did it together. It was the best.
What anime do you think they're gonna visually reference this time?
More Utna. It's Pearl.
Yeah.
That's like her motif.
Yeah.
June 16th, we've got Rising Tides / Crashing Skies.
Which is one episode. That's 11 minutes with 2 titles.
Yeah.
Dang.
It's very hard to say when your mouth is shaped like mine. Ronaldo does some investigative reporting on whether Steven and the Crystal Gems are safe for Beach City. Oh, Ronaldo. He's finally figuring it out.
Yeah, I mean, that's maybe him on his most on point. That's like some Watchmen shit.
Then we've got Keeping It Together, where Steven and the Gems find a dark secret when they revisit the kindergarten.
Oh my god.
That sounds like it's gonna be painful.
Yes. Oh god, okay. And then the next episode after that is called We Need to Talk, in which Greg tells Steven and Connie the story of how he learned about gem fusion.
We might see Rose fuse with somebody.
We are going to see Rose fuse with somebody.
Ding!
And then lastly, we're going to have Chili Tid, which is Steven and the Gems hope a slumber party will allow them some time to relax, which sounds adorable. They're going to be in jammies? They better be in jammies.
I hope it's actually adorable and not a bait and switch.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean,
it'll still be good.
Yeah. If anybody's curious, the difference between pajamas and jammies is that jammies don't fit well. And they're, like, lumpy.
They're not supposed to.
They're like
makes them comfy.
And they're not like formal pajamas that you buy in the store. You're like, okay, here's some sweatpants that I got as a hand-me-down 3 years ago, and then this is a gas station t-shirt. Jammies.
Pearl will probably not wear jammies. She will be in extremely normal-ass pajamas, probably.
Well, maybe she'll wear a nightgown.
Maybe a nightgown. I was thinking like those freaking like button-up pajamas.
Oh my god!
Because that's what I need on my pajamas, buttons.
With feet.
I imagine
Steven should wear feety pajamas.
Steve pajamas with a
butt.
butt.
With a little butt.
Yeah, Steve. If anybody would have a butt flap, it would be Steven.
Yay!
And then obviously Amethyst is literally just gonna have the giant T-shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know about Garnet. Maybe just her normal outfit because she doesn't see the point, or possibly maybe like a really nice like robe.
I'm thinking
like a smoking jacket,
like Hugh Hefner.
Yeah,
it fits her color scheme.
I'm thinking either a like kimono style bathrobe or a like string sweatpants with like a crop top kind of pajama top.
Oh, that'd be neat.
This is where you come to Toon Goons for pajama speculation. This is fun as hell. I'm having a great time.
Okay.
We glossed over all the rest of them. We're having a deep discussion about the sleepwear of gems.
It's very exciting. The beach episode got me poised for more clothing possibilities for them. I
Absolutely.
Don't know.
How much are you going to crap your butt straight off your ass if they release Crystal Gem fashion dolls?
I was thinking that, gems, and then you can get different outfits for them.
Nina died.
I crap my butt a lot. I mean, I've been waiting for the Marceline and PB dolls with different outfits, but I don't know.
Those exist?
No, they don't.
Oh.
I've been waiting for them to exist, but just customs.
Yeah, I mean, you also get Flame Princess in there. I mean, our dad actually does have a Lumpy Space Princess figurine where you can take on or put off the garbage bag blouse.
When did he get that?
I do not know. It's in his office.
Oh. Okay.
Amazing.
That's pretty great. Anyway, we've got a couple more stories. Next up, we've got this trailer for this animated film called Klaus or Claus or Klaus.
It's one of those two.
I think it's Klaus.
Yeah. By director Sergio Pablos. The teaser is pretty ridiculous because the film is completely hand-drawn 2D, not 3D, but it's shaded and lighted like if it was 3D. So it's just really interesting to look at.
Yeah, it's kind of got that. It reminds me a little bit of Paperman in that at first glance you can't tell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Only it's going in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
But yeah, Pablos, he's worked for Disney. He did Hunchback of Notre Dame. I mean, he didn't direct it, but he worked on that film as well as Hercules. And then he supervised the character Tantor in Tarzan, as well as Dr. Doppler in Treasure Planet, one of my favorites, which I can totally tell looking at this main character. He's
oh, holy yeah.
Yeah, he's got a thing for these really awkwardly moving, gangly,
lanky,
nerdy guys.
Yeah.
He's also responsible for Despicable Me. I believe he came up with the initial concept for that as well. So, he's got a lot of stuff under his belt. And he has his own company, which in Spain, where he's from, called Animagic, also known as SPA Studios or SPA Studios. And they're the ones behind this new project, Klaus. And we don't really know too much about the plot except for what we've seen in the teaser, which features this poor guy who's sent to this remote village that's never had a postal system. And he's trying to say, hey everybody, I'm a mailman. You can deliver mail. And nobody's having it. And he just doesn't, he's at his wit's end. He doesn't know what to do.
A mailman, isn't that redundant?
And then we get some guy teased at the very end who's kind of Santa Claus looking. So I think, and because the village is also very snowy, so I don't know, this might be like the origin story for like the letters to Santa kind of thing is my guess.
It's a secret Christmas movie.
Yeah.
It's a trick.
I think it might be a secret Christmas movie.
They're tricking us into the holiday spirit. Devious bastards.
Yeah, this is really cool. Do we have like a release window for this?
Well, according to the interview that he did with Cartoon Brew, they're pretty much done with the movie. They're just looking, I believe, for like distribution. Let me find the exact.
Yeah.
Oh, so soon or never.
He said, we've been lucky enough to find support to complete development and are currently seeking investing, co-production, and distribution partners. So, yeah. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, this is kind of blown up on animation circles, so I'm sure someone will
fucking
grab it.
sure it did.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody's gonna grab it. I mean, this guy has connections. It looks really neat. If it is a secret Christmas movie, it's not gonna be hard to market. Yeah. So you can watch the teaser right now on Vimeo, I believe. It's just Klaus with a K, or Claus if it's Santa. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
if it is a Christmas movie, then I'm not sure about this year, because, like, I'm just kind of assuming that, like, when Christmas rolls around, everybody that isn't Star Wars is just going to take a break that week.
Yeah.
Because, like, come on, Star Wars is coming out.
No, it's probably going to take a little longer to get everything together. I don't think they'll be able to make it for Christmas, but yeah. I mean, it looks amazing. I've never seen anything like it. Like, it's kind of hard to believe.
Yeah, it's like whenever you see, like, because, like, sometimes, like, people will do, like, little art projects where it's like, I drew a fake screen cap, and, like, there's, like, way too much detail and lighting and shadow to be a frame from something.
Mm-hmm.
That's every frame of this.
Yeah.
Every frame looks too well drawn to be a single frame of an entire animation.
Yeah. And, like, he's keeping pretty quiet about like their technique exactly, because everybody's asking like, how are you doing this, blah blah blah, and he's like, shh.
Well, like
I don't know, I drew it.
I mean, I think the character animation is hand drawn, but like I'm pretty sure the scenery is CG.
No, it's 100% hand drawn.
Like but like when the doors open though, that's just real things moving.
I mean, this article that I'm reading and others that I've read just kind of imply it's 2D, the whole thing. It might not be, I don't know. It's because Cartoon Brew is like, what about lighting and texturing, and how did you do all this? And he's like, I can't tell you, but there's no geometry. You know, it's just a matter of the artistic ability of the creators.
I mean, also that, like, in the opening of the trailer, the sun behind him is obviously not drawn. That's light. Like, that's a light.
I mean, I guess. I don't know.
I mean,
This
I'm
is
not
some black
like
magic.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's not impressive. This is amazing animation objectively.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to. But like, you know, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
I just
I am
don't
looking
want
at
it
the
to,
door.
I just don't want somebody to be like them to come out and be like, oh well, you know, this parts are made like this, and then some a-hole's like, well, you said it was all hand drawn. Like, animation's hard. It's sometimes it's like it's not feasible to make everything one way.
I know it isn't. But like the whole way even he's talking about this film is like, you know, I've done 3D and I love it, but like I wanted to do 2D. So that's what I'm doing.
Well, either way it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see what the dealio is when we know, when it comes out, stuff. Okay, moving on. Short follow-up on last week's story about Fancy Bastards, the new pilot show on MTV produced by Christian Shaw. Just a few more things that we know about it now. It's that Titmouse is going to be animating it.
And suddenly, I'm so much more optimistic more than I already was.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have a slightly different synopsis for the plot, if you missed last week. It's going to be a half-hour comedy set in a small town shocked by the revelation that its 5 most awkward outcasts all share the same father, a notorious ginger cad who had an indiscretion-filled night during a whirlwind visit to Vegas 9 years ago, and just happens to be a prince. The misfits turn into royal rock stars overnight, but soon find that the fancy bastard life is no fairy tale.
Is this like the polar opposite plot to Mamma Mia?
I guess.
I wish I knew. I wish like I had enough cultural understanding to know what the fuck Mamma Mia was about.
It is an ABBA jukebox musical about a girl who tries to find out which one of these 3 men who can sing good is her dad.
Okay. I knew the first 3 words. ABBA jukebox musical. I knew that much, and then I was spent. So yeah, if it's Titmouse, I'm very, very excited. They do great shit.
Yeah, and apparently this has been the first new animated series to launch on MTV since 2009, which was a show called DJ and the Fro.
Yeah, I was about to bring that up. Like, that's my favorite part of the article, that they felt the need to mention this show that no one watched.
Yeah, so it's been a long time since MTV's made a show anyone's cared about.
Ran from 2009 to 2009.
Yeah. So that's that. We're still very much looking forward to it, whatever it turns out to be exactly.
They've got the voice cast listed.
Yeah, they do. I believe we mentioned that last time.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Shit, I don't remember.
Yeah. And last but not least, we have a kind of interesting story about everybody's favorite group of scouts. That's right, the Boy Scouts. It's not really the Boy Scouts, it's the Girl Scouts, but whatever. Apparently, they have introduced a new merit badge for animation into the Boy Scouts. Apparently, the program was created in conjunction with animators and educators at the Savannah College of Art and Design, and it requires Scouts to demonstrate knowledge of animation and its history. Scouts will have to learn the principles of animation and have to complete hands-on design projects, participate in virtual or in-person tours of animation studios, and meet with animation professionals.
That is super great. Maybe now people can grow up, and even if they don't pursue animation, they'll at least comprehend that it's a legitimate creative art form that takes effort to learn and is not easy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
Sounds cool. The badge will introduce Scouts to how animation is used across a broad range of media, including video games, film, and for business purposes such as factory simulations, satellite tracking, medical procedures, and weather prediction.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Cool. I mean, the Boy Scouts as an organization sucks, but this is cool. Here's the thing with the Boy Scouts is, like, I'm sure that a lot of those kids are learning really good and useful and interesting skills. It's just a shame that the organization is run by a bunch of fucks.
I am not up to date on their comings and goings.
Well, it's still super bigoted.
I'm sure.
I mean, I think you have to be a Christian. Like it's 1951.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Or you could be like my friend Chris from high school and just lie and say you're a Christian.
Yeah, that's basically what... Yeah. So, like, but I don't even know. I don't know enough about Boy Scouts. Yeah. I was never interested in the concept of leaving my home for, like, the first 20 years of my life.
Yeah.
The badge itself, it's kind of cute.
Even then, it's just like, oh, there's alcohol outside.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I like the badge design.
Yeah, the badge design. It's a little drafting little table, and it's got the bouncing ball going across it.
Yeah, I like that. It's like I like that it's a drafting table. Like it's a real animation thing that like isn't actually common knowledge unless you're an artist. Like, it's not just like a stick figure mid-walk or something.
Yeah, and it's even got the double pegboard thing for your
Yeah.
paper. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
What if the badge was just like a little flip book that you put on your clothes?
Oh, man.
Or one of those, like, hollow trading cards where you move it and you get, like, 3 frames.
Oh, yeah.
Of, like, a Boy
I think
Scout
that's cool.
saluting or some shit.
Oh, man.
I have not, like, that, but I actually think, like, if this is the 136th badge, what are the other badges if they're just now I wonder if they'll come out with even neater ones. I didn't even know they were coming out with more. I just assumed, I didn't know this worked like Pokemon.
Yeah, apparently the Boy Scouts of America programs are designed to reflect the changing interests of our youth members, and the new merit badge is just one way that BSA continues to evolve its programs to give Scouts unique experiences they can't get anywhere else.
So they think that kids liking cartoons is a new thing? Are they that behind?
I feel like they're just starting like, oh yeah, animation's like legit. It's a real thing.
Well,
I watched a Miyazaki.
You know what else is legit? Not denying homosexuals entry.
Yeah.
Into your organization.
Not denying the
That's also
existence
pretty
of them. This reminded me of something I saw earlier today on Twitter. This guy I follow at Vondel Swain, VONDEELLSWAIN. I really recommend following this guy. He's really smart. He's he's like an animator. I think he's self-taught or something. But he was talking about how, with Adventure Time and shows that have followed it, there's been a lot more transparency from the creators.
Yeah.
And part of that is a product of the time that, social media, everybody's got their own, Twitter account and everything. But, you are seeing a lot more behind the scenes stuff. Like, they post the entire storyboards of every episode.
Yeah.
That used to be unheard of.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
So I think there's a lot more kids who are looking at that stuff who not only are like, oh, this looks like a fun thing to do, but it's also now the understanding that this is something I could do. This is like a real thing that people do.
Yeah, like it's like they can look at it and like, hey, look, this is a thing that people made. You're a people. You can made.
It's not just something that some alchemist brewed together in a cauldron in some fucking cave somewhere, and then it comes out and Bugs Bunny hits a guy with a hammer. It's like you can.
That's certainly what a lot of adults think animation is.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm hoping for good things.
Yeah. Just because you were in the Boy Scouts and maybe it's pretty conservative, you could still be a cool person as a kid, and maybe visiting these animation studios will be like, yeah, everything is cool and
gay people are okay.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of those in the animation industry.
Yeah, I know. What if they're their tour guide? It's like, hey, everybody! And they just kiss their
Is that an impression
goodbye.
of a gay person?
No, I wasn't trying to be, I wasn't trying to do the gay thing. I was, just being like...
I think then you hit a wall because you realized why would their partner be with them at work while they're giving a tour?
I don't know. Oh, maybe they just got off the phone.
All right. And one other quick thing. We had a fan email us a text document full of news topics, which we're gonna cover more in the coming weeks and months.
They were the one that their name was in the email because it's Google, but they signed it anonymous, so I'll keep it anonymous, even though I know your name. But thank you.
We know who
you know who you are. Thank you very, very much. I read all the stuff. There's a lot in there. Thank you for the Boy Scouts story. We're gonna get to it. We might do a Tiny Goons on it because you gave us a lot of trailers and a lot of stuff to check out. So that might just be easier to do in one go.
Yeah.
But I really appreciate it. There's some really cool things in there that I definitely want to check out and talk about on the show. So I can't thank you enough.
All right. Now let's get into
Thanks a bunch.